Hi everybody. So this week we're gonna go through my Facebook network, and I'll show you a little bit about my groups, my subgroups, and what I think works and what I think doesn't work. So first, the average Facebook friends for 2013 is 379. My actual friend count is 979. Of those, I probably stay in constant communication with maybe 30 of them. I don't really, I try to connect it as much as I can with everyone, but there's so many people that I probably never once spoke to in real life. It was just one of those, oh, I'm a freshman, oh, you're going to Quinnipiac, I'm going to Quinnipiac, let's friend each other. So a lot of people, if I can, do a purge, I would get that down drastically. I also, Facebook is great for, I stay in touch with a lot of my friends that have moved away, that live around the world. So it's good to connect the groups that way, and I think that's where a lot of the groups succeed, is keeping everyone connected. The one place where I think they fail is, yeah, you'll see where everyone's posting, but sometimes you'll get caught up in that and not actually communicate with the individuals. So onto my networks. So obviously I have me at the center, and then I have my Quinnipiac network from both undergrad and now my master's. The GAP partnership, which is my current employer. My family. Caliente, which was my former employer. It was a restaurant bar. Shell, Connecticut, where I grew up. And then Florence, Italy. I had studied abroad in Florence when I was a sophomore at Quinnipiac. So first I have my cousin Jenna. Jenna is definitely a promoter within Facebook and on Twitter. We both interact and share funny stories with each other. We like letting each other know about different events that are going on and what events we want to meet up at. Also, when I was in school, she had gone to Southern Connecticut State, but had lived in Hamden with a bunch of people from Quinnipiac. So it was a way where I got to interact with other people. She was kind of a connector in that way too. So then I have my friend Corey, who is also my current roommate. She's a promoter. She posts different events within Facebook, different articles that I like to read. And then when I had worked at Caliente, she would post. Me and her kind of took charge of like the marketing and the social media and tried to get that going as much as we could. So we both kind of took hold of the promoting in that aspect. She's also from Shelton. And I also drew a line between Jenna and Corey because Jenna also knows Corey, and which led me to get to know Corey a little bit better because Jenna had gone to high school with Corey. And then next I have my friend Lindsay. Lindsay is a maven. She is a fashion buyer, and she's my go-to person for fashion advice. Unfortunately, she lives in Nebraska, so I don't see her as often as I would like, but when I have any questions about fashion, if I have a question about Fashion Week, I definitely go to Lindsay, especially if she's in New York on a buying trip. I try to see her as much as I could. Next is Nicole. Nicole is definitely a key connector. She obviously went to Quinnipiac. She currently lives in Boston. She was a member of Phi Sigma Sigma, which was the sorority I'm a part of. And she had studied abroad with me in Florence, Italy. So Nicole definitely is the key connector because she creates a group. She likes to be called the the event coordinator of the groups. She likes to create all the Facebook events, get everyone going, decide where we're going, what we're doing, who to invite, what's going on, not just within our group of friends in Boston, but within Phi Sigma Sigma and with the girls that I studied abroad with. So within Quinnipiac, there definitely is a bunch of subgroups. One of the subgroups is Phi Sigma Sigma. There's a group of 7 of us that are still tight. We have our groups within Facebook that we connect and make events for each other. We have your alumni through Quinnipiac, through Facebook. That's the way we kind of know about all the events that are coming up, whatever alumni events are coming up. If there's fundraising that we can do, because no one really checks their emails that often. They kind of repetitive, just delete, like getting spammed by the sorority. So Facebook is definitely the way to go. So I drew a line between Nicole and Lindsay because Nicole and Lindsay both studied abroad with me. So we are connected that way, and within that group of friends, when Lindsay, wants to come to New York, we all try to connect and, get that going. Because Nicole's in Boston, really the key connector in that would be me, because I'm the closest one to try to get everyone together to come to New York to see Lindsay. So next I have Taylor. Taylor is also a Maven. She's my go-to person for entertainment news. I work with Taylor at the Gap Partnership. She used to work in entertainment, or interned in entertainment, so she knows everything and anything there is to know about entertainment. So if I have a question, I'll go to her. If I want to know something, what's going on, I'll just like go look at what she's posting, or I'll even like communicate with her and talk with her. Sit right next to her at work, so it's very easy to do that. Finally, I have Brian. Brian is a promoter. He posts different articles and information within Facebook, on Twitter, always retweeting different things that are going on with the news. Is one that introduced me to Reddit. And different events that are coming up, or concerts, he would post, we'd get together, we'd do it all. So I definitely think, for myself, within Shelton, I'm definitely a promoter. Even with my group of friends, no one came home from school. I was the only one that kind of came home, so I try to keep connected with everybody, be the one that gets us together if everyone comes home, tries to get everyone to go visit each other. Especially with my class of 2007 from high school, I am the vice president, and our president, him and the other cabinets, I guess, they all moved to Florida. So I'm the only one up here getting everything going for the future alumni events and reunions. So it's me that has to do everything, and I definitely am going to do it on Facebook, since no one really came back from my class. Everyone kind of got out of Shelton and was doing their own thing. So I'm the one that kind of gets that all together. So I don't know. There's definitely the part, as I said before, the part that succeeds with these networks is making sure everyone's connecting, make sure everyone's staying in contact. That if someone that drops off, as long as you keep them within this group, they can keep with the information, they can stay on top of it, they don't get lost. But the minute you get out of a group, you kind of get out of your subgroups, or even you'll get lost within the networks. You won't really know what's happening with each other. The way it fails, it's just definitely if you get, you kind of get out of the networks, you won't know what's happening, or what information's going on. If I wasn't a part of the Quinnipiac, Phi Sig events on Facebook, I would have no idea what was happening, or if Nicole got out of it, I wouldn't have no idea either. So yeah, that's a little bit about my Facebook networks and all my subgroups. So that's like a little about me. Alright, everyone have a great night.